Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Carrie and today I'm going to be making a handmade card and I'm going to be using this beautiful stamp by Lavinia and this one is called Starr. So I'm going to start off with this just piece of cardstock. Now it is kind of textured, but sorry about that. I needed to close the blinds because the sun is coming in and out. But basically it's a piece of textured cardstock. It's a heavy one, but I don't know if you can catch the texture on that. It's a hammered background. But I'm going to come in with my inks and I'm using Barn Door, Crackling Campfire and Spiced Marmalade. And I may use a bit of squeezed lemonade as well. So I want to come in, I'm going to start with the darkest colour and I'm going to pop that down here. It was quite cold here this morning, but the day has brightened up and it's gotten a lot warmer actually. It's quite nice out there now. So I believe we're meant to have a nice weekend. So fingers crossed. Be very welcome after the bad summer that we've had. I think anybody in the UK feels the same. We didn't really have much of a summer at all this year. Now, next I'm coming in with the Crackling Campfire. Just popping them down there on the side. Where are we? And it's this one. I love these deep colours together. I think they're really beautiful. And I just want to come back in and blend the two of them together, just to get a nice transition between the two shades. And I think I might give the spiced marmalade a miss. I think I'm going to just pop a bit more of that down. And I'm coming in, I think, with the squeezed lemonade. Let's just pop the lid back on that one. Because I know these colours transition beautifully. You can see that lovely kind of ombre effect. I'm just getting another yellow brush so that I can do the top of that and get more of the yellow. Because from doing the mixture, as you can see, I've got some of the colour on there. So in order to get a deep yellow, I need to come in with a different brush. But this one can be used again, just for that transition. Then coming back in again. with the Crackling campfire brush, and I just want to bring that up. And I'm leaning very lightly now here. You kind of have to have a play around forward and back just to get the blending kind of the way you want it. But I do really enjoy doing this. I love seeing the blending coming together. And yeah, quite happy now with that. So, I think that has worked out quite nice. So I'm just going to pop my lids back on there. Give that a wipe down. And what I want to do next is just come in with my stamping platform. I want to pop that down there. And just come in with Starr. So I want to try and get some of all of the shades if I can. You know, some of that may have been a bit of a waste, but let's see. I'm going to be using these dies as well, and I want to cut it out afterwards. So I just want to see with that. Whoops. Yeah, and that'll be nice. So I'll just be popping her there. So I'm going to pick her up, and I'm coming in with my Versafine Clair in the Nocturne. That lovely deep black colour. As I said, this cardstock is a bit textured. I think it's easier to get a clear impression first go if you have a smooth cardstock. But I kind of like the texture, if I'm honest. I think it just gives it just a little bit extra, you know. But everybody has their own preference, don't they? It's everything, really. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, just pop my lid back on there. I just want to clean off the stamp. Just a drop of water. So yeah, I'm very pleased with how that's came out. Love them colours together. But the next thing I want to do is I'm coming in, it's the same textured cardstock, and I have an 8x8 card base. So basically what I want to do is I want to cut this piece of cardstock down just slightly smaller than the card base, and then I want to come in with my die and I want to cut a circle out basically and another one in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead with that. I'm going to cut it out and then run it through the die cut machine. So basically this is what I've ended up with. I've got this square piece that's just smaller than the card base with the hole in the center and this little frame, and there's just a couple of those little dots there that didn't come out, so let's just poke them out. Another one there. Yeah, I think that looks good now. Let's pop them to the side. And what I'll be doing, I need to cut this down. Basically, I'm going to be doing that with it. But I want to come and let's see. I don't want any white shown on the top. I just want it about there. So I need to cut this down a bit shorter. Just a little tip there. I didn't quite leave it dry for long enough and I went to fill in the bit of yellow on the top there, and I don't know if you can see, I getting away with it I think, but I hit some of the black and smudged it. But I think it's dry now. Anyway, basically I've got my 8x8 card base and then I've got this frame, I guess I'll call it, cut down slightly smaller, and what I want to do with that is come in with some foam tape and just pop that around. Let's see. There we go. Oops. And actually, before I do that, I want to stamp a sentiment, so I'm going to do it now. I think I'm going to use one of these little ones, either the Happy Birthday Wishes, I think, maybe. And they were ones that I think they were off Temu there, going back a few months ago. Birthday Wishes, yeah. I think anything with wishes when you're using a fairy is quite appropriate, isn't it? And I think I'm going to come in with the platform. So let's just pop you in the corner there, and I need to decide what side. I think she's going to be turned that way, so I'm going to pop the wishes over here. So I'm just going to pop that down there. And yeah, that looks straight to me. So I need the Versafine Clair again in the Nocturne. It's a beautiful stamp, that one. Yep. Oh, that's that. And I just want to make sure that that's dry also before I turn it over. So I've just gone ahead and popped the rest of that foam tape down. And I'm coming back in with my card base, and first of all I want to, well, I'm going to center it actually behind here. It's the most important thing really, isn't it, to get it centered correctly. So yeah, that's to go and trim another little piece from the bottom there, and basically I'm just going to stick that in with a bit of tape. And just pop a bit down at the end, I think, there as well, just to make sure that it's held in place. And there we go. How pretty is that? So coming back in with my card base, and I just want to make sure that that's lined up properly. Let's just see. Yeah, I think that's it. So the next thing I want to do is come back in with this little frame, because I think it's pretty. And still another little one of those pieces in there. But I want to pop a bit of glue just around that. I'm just coming in, popping a bit of glue all around it, just dotting it. And again, don't want to go overboard with the glue, because it can create a mess, especially when you combine it with those distress inks. So you kind of need to be careful that you get it down first go, because like water, it will react with the ink. So let's just see now. I think if I get the end of it down right. Let me see. Postman is here again. Let's just see. Yeah, I'm still seeing these little dot things. I thought I had them all. I think there was a couple stuck on the back. That's a bit annoying now, but look, oh, there we go. It came out. Perfect. Oh, that's great. Now I just want to leave that dry down for a minute. And next, I'm just going to come in with a couple of my pens, and this little white one. I want to just fill in these little dots that are in her dress, just to make them stick out a little bit. And I want to add a little bit of yellow gel to her wings, just to make it sparkle a bit. They're just little things, but kind of, I think they make a lot of difference when your card is finished. You know, they're the little things that make it that bit special. And it's fun. And isn't that what it's all about, really? Having a bit of fun, creating something. So yeah, I don't know, can you see this? See the little bit of sparkle there? Isn't that lovely? So I'm going to come in as well and pop a bit in the light, just to make it shimmer. And her hat, what do I want to do with her hat? Do you know, I think I'm going to come in with the white. Because it got a bit smudged that time when I was trying to finish off the yellow on the top. And kind of made it look a bit dirty, so this just brightens it up again. And it'll make it stand out a little bit too. So, just one more little thing. Just going to add some of these little, well, not them ones, the Sizzex, what would you call them? Sequins and beads. And I like these too, so let's just see. Just pop a few of them out there. Oops. Didn't want all those large stars, but look, I can fix it in a while. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue down there, and I'm coming in with this little nib because this one is blocked. Don't seem to be able to get it unblocked, but it'll just be that little bit more precise for me. And I'm going to come in and let's see. So that top part is nice. I'm going to put a couple just down here as well. Let's see. So that's my finished card. And I'm really liking that. Isn't it pretty? And thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you've enjoyed watching. If you have, please like and subscribe. And I hope you all have a wonderful weekend.